Yeah. They watch the wins. But never read the margins. Yeah. I learned patience staring candles that don't move. Minutes feel like hours when the discipline's the proof. I don't chase green numbers, I chase clarity and truth. Every loss just tuition for the version never view. I journal every scar, every trade I didn't take. That restraint costs more than the money that I made. People counting profits, I'm accounting for the days where I chose to sit in silence, let the impulse fade, yeah. I've been trading time for skill, not applause. Risking comfort for a future I can stand on and call mine. They confuse motion with momentum, I pause. Cause the edge lives where emotion gets declined. I'm rich in the margins, poor in excuses. Built this from patience, overnight illusions. Process over profits, the math never lies. You only see the wins, I see the years in disguise. I'm rich in the margins, wealth and restraint. Every no trade, put a brick in the frame. If it cost me my peace, I'm declining the game. I don't need to be loud, let the ledger explain. They flex results, I flex routines. Same setup, same risk, same screens. I don't gamble on hope, I position belief. Confidence backed by receipts, they'll never see. Lost friends to the grind, lost sleep to the vision. Lost money learning when, stand down and listen. Funny how the losses sharpen intuition. Now I smell bad trades like it's part of my nutrition. Yeah, I measure growth and consistency. Not likes, not praise, not sympathy. They celebrate moments, I honor frequency. Repetition made me dangerous eventually. I ain't chasing freedom, I'm earning control. Time is the asset, keep selling me short. I don't want the car if it came from my soul. I read on my mind and the things that I own. I'm rich in the margins, poor in excuses. Built this from patience, overnight illusions. Process over profits, the math never lies. You only see the wins, I see the years in disguise. I'm rich in the margins, wealth and restraint. Every no trade, put a brick in the frame. If it cost me my peace, I'm declining the game. I don't need to be loud, let the ledger explain. Yeah. They ask how long it took. I ask what they're willing to lose. Yeah. Everybody want the outcome, nobody wanna count it. Not a patience paying attention, pounding my reach. Same manual attitude, grounded in peace. I don't rush the moment, I ride when it's time. Cause passion made diamonds, but timing made mine. I built this brick by brick, trade by trade. Family first, they'll had to carry the weight. If they studying me, tell them study the weight. That's where the difference is made. Yeah, no shortcuts, just alignment. No panic, just assignment. I don't react, I refine it. Execution, no excitement. Yeah. I'm rich in the margins. Let them count the money, I'm counting the seasons. I'm process over profits. If it cost me my peace, I'm declining the reasons. Let the ledger talk. Let the ledger talk. Let the ledger talk. Let the ledger talk. Let the ledger talk.
Mic check 1 2 1 3. Mic check. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Make sure I'm good. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Sorry about that. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Please let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. One in the chat if you can hear me and you can see me. 1 2 1 3. 1 2 1 3. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. I think I don't have time to do what I want to do. So we got to hop into the market, and then I'm going to have to start doing this 15 minutes early so I can show y'all, like, so I can be more prepared, because today is kind of a rush morning, but we're just going to get busy. All right, let's see here. Live trade. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Can you hear me? There won't be any music on this one. Not right now. I'm trying to get busy. So let's see what we got. So y'all see my screen. This is like old trade. You already know about the snap. So snap, we're up 325%. This is a runner. This is just a runner. I have another runner in another account. So I'm just gonna go ahead and probably get out of this right now. So let me close out some positions, and then we're gonna get into likely Tesla. I like Tesla right now. Give me one moment. Let's see here. Snap. We hit my take profit target. So when I see this, I'm going to go ahead and enter a stop loss, a take profit stop loss. And I typically do like 5%. So I'm going to do 7. And then if in the case that we run up, it's going to put a high limit price on that. Okay. So that's just what we do. All right. And also give me a minute because I'm going to have to close out of a different position, a portfolio that I'm not going to show you. So just give me one moment on that. All right. Let me close out a position real quick. That one's up 270%. That's my other runner that I had the 20 shares on, or the 20 contracts. And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna close out. Now I'm not confirmed. You know what? It's a runner. I'll wait for I have confirmation. It's a runner for a reason. And as of right now, we're still bullish. We just hit my ceiling right now. So just give me a minute. All right. I'm still looking good on Tesla. All right. So let's get back to it. All right. So, hey, good morning, everybody. This is Stocks for Sacrifice4Riches. It's the first live trade for 2026. I wanted to do this a different way, and it will be a little different going forward. As you can see, the layout is a little different, right? But we don't have time to waste. I got to get busy. I'm going to get into some stuff another time. After this is done, then the goal or the plan is for me to log some things via the trading app. If you guys don't know, I do have a trading app for journaling. And I will post that right here in case you're interested. There's a free version. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Queen Fee? Denise, I see you, Queen. Arthur, I see you, big dog. KGU in the building. Hey, what's up, Barry? Buddy, what's up, buddy? Tony Love, I see you. Adam, big dog, I see you. Kente. All right, everybody. Hey, Bicky, I see you. Ramesh, I see you, big dog. Cal, Florida, I see you. Ooh, we still going. We still going on Snap, y'all. Snap is snapping. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you caught that snap play. All right, let's talk about it. All right, because now we're about to break through my 887, and then my next target is technically 895. Right, so once my alert goes off, I'm probably gonna tighten that stop loss on a different 525%, y'all. Let's get it. This is gonna be Weatherman Rail on Thursday. This is Weatherman Rail. Your boy snapping. All right, we snapping. All right, so with Tesla, in my due diligence, this is a supply zone. We fell back out of it, and I want to hop into shorts. The problem is that now we're a little far from my target, and I think Tesla right now is pretty pricey. So if you want, you can look into Tesla puts, but your stop loss would be above 434.57. So I'll be looking at puts down to the demand zone of 430, and that would also be my strike price. So shout out to y'all if you're going to play that. That is a play that you can consider entering right now. All right, so NVIDIA, kind of the same thing. We had a previous demand that turned into supply, and I missed the entry. Right now we're at open, so you know the market's settling. MNQ, I'm trading futures. I'm not going to trade futures live with you guys, but I am doing a copy trading right now, and I was fully expected for us to approach this level here at 25.8535, reject, and then because it's my supply zone, and then my goal was to enter a short here, and then let the rest be the rest. But now we got to look for some other opportunities. Snap is snapping. Snap hit my level, and we are at what, 600%. Shout out to y'all. Now I kind of wish I held on to those 20 contracts. I kind of wish we held on to the 20 contracts. So we see it. I know that shows $12, but best believe there's a little bit more money being made in another account. But which I'm about to go over. Hold up. Part of this is me closing out of my current positions too. So I got to check my QVP, see if we're slowing up. We actually still look pretty bullish. So I'm going to go ahead and set an alert for 890 because I don't know, just something about it at 890. If actually, you know what, at 892, if we break below it, I'm just going to close the position. So I don't care. I see it all. I can see it running a little bit more. I'll be patient, but I need to find a play. So what do we have? APLD has earnings today at 4 p.m. We're at close. So this is an opportunity. Snap is doing this thing. So I'm gonna raise my stoppy on this thing. And actually, because of how much it just popped, I'm gonna go, man, if this runs like that, that's insane. All right, so this Tesla play is trash. But this was a carryover. Give me a minute. Let's see here. Well, we did our retracement at Tesla. So, but again, this is the open. And we got to find out what's about to happen. We're in a D-shaped pattern. If we're looking at the volume profile, I'm going to get rid of the session. It's just too much going on, too much noise. And man, yeah, this is crazy right now. The Bulls and the Bears are having a battle, but it technically looks like the Bulls should be winning this, but we're at supply. We'll see. All right, we need to find a play, but the market is real choppy from what I can tell already. What's another good one? Let's see here. Let's go to silver. Silver, wow. Okay, silver fell. All right, so for silver, just so y'all know, the play for this is at 69.01, okay? I have an alert set for this, I want to say. Silver 69.01. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my alert for it. So when it triggers, I can bring my eyes to it, okay? So let's see what the next thing is. What I'm doing right now, I'm kind of combing through some tickers I was looking at, and then I'm going to pretty much check and see where we are in response to my levels. My levels aren't there, y'all. I can't really play it, right? So it is what it is. So this one right here is Palantir. If y'all want to see, here's the play. Let me hold on, make sure y'all can see my screen. Yeah, y'all can see my screen. AAPL got room for puts. Okay. Hey, thank you for telling people to hit the like button. Let me move my chat over real quick, and then I'll look at some tickers y'all might have your eyes on, and then see if we can find a trade together. But typically, what I want to do going into 2026 is just react to my levels. You know, react to, you know, these home runs and stuff that I be getting. I want to get triggered by those during the live stream. And if it doesn't happen, then I don't supposed to be trading. That's just what it is. Snap says 675%. That's wild. I'm jealous, actually. I'm jealous of myself. You know how, like, you know how you close your positions too early sometimes? Like, Snap was the one where I was like, I'm not gonna do that, and I didn't. Like, I held through like a lot of like fluctuations, right? But I still was short. Like, you know, I still was short. What did I get out with Snap? Was it was it 400%? I don't even remember anymore. I think it was 400% with Snap. That I exited the trade. Wow. Okay. Well, Tesla's not playing ball. So this play is dead right here, which is okay. I'm just killing it. Give me a minute. Part of this is managing, and this 50% is it's like a YOLO type deal, so I'm not worried about it. And then openings got me, so I'm gonna move my stop for Snap. Okay, and then I gotta close up my screen real quick so I can go close it out on a different. Where is? Yeah, on my other app. Okay. Man, this thing is delayed. I got too much going on. All right, I'm closing out a Snap of all my positions. Snap has more room to go, but in one account, I'm going to end it entirely. It looks like the market might be a little bit bullish because I have some puts that are getting smoked right now. And I'm going to just close out of those positions and look for confirmation for a re-entry. Now, Tesla, when you break out of a supply zone and it's not followed by like a strong, solid like candle, then there's a chance or a stronger chance for it to like pull back, like it's a false breakout. And we're seeing the resistance here. So if it has bearish momentum through this, there is a chance that this just sells off. But this was a lot of green energy, right? There's a lot of bullish energy. So as long as we stay above this supply zone, like we're fine. If we close below it, below this level, then it could be a wrap. But as of right now, to be determined. I'm going to set an alert so I am triggered here and here. Okay, so I just want to know. Well, that was quick. All right, so we're going back in. So now I want to be alerted if we pop back above the supply. Wow, and the triggers are just happening. So the bulls are fighting. All right. Y'all got to give me a minute. SoFi, shout out to you with the 250% on Snap. Okay. All right, so yeah, this could be put season, but again, to what end? All right. Somebody said SoFi. Nah. SoFi is kind of a weird one for me right now because this 2615, this is chop city. Like this is a chop range for me. So I'm not really feeling calls on SoFi as much as some people are. Like, look what just happened. You can enter calls. Shout out to you if you won off of the alert. I called the play on SoFi. I was up like 30%, but I think I looked away from my phone, and it is what it is. The other account that I trade in doesn't have a stop loss. So, but either way, I know the range for this, and sure enough, we ran up to the target, and then we tanked right back down to retest 2615. So pretty much you got to pay attention to this area because this is still very neutral as it sits. Now, this is some good bullish movement here, but we're in an overall downtrend on this, and I'm chilling. Market's choppy, y'all. Like I'm not touching nothing. Like, okay, I'm not touching anything. Let's see what SPY is doing. I don't even want to trade the SPY. SPY. Nope. Somebody said Apple. Okay, let me get rid of some noise here. All right. Nope. Not trading Apple either. I mean, what y'all looking at is like a range, right? This is like a no trade zone for Apple, right? So I'm not touching Apple unless we break above this level right here of 263, 263.43. If you can confirm above it, then great, right? Then sky could be the limit. But as of right now, this is chop. I'm not touching it. SoFi, not touching it. Palantir is on his way probably to this target. I'm not buying here. My entry for Palantir is here at 181.62 and here at 175.22. So again, I'm playing my game today. I'm not playing nobody else's game but my game. And it is what it is. Tesla. Are you serious? Did Tesla really? Yep. See? So, opportunity, right? When you break a supply zone, and I should have been paying attention, but when you break a supply zone and it's followed by like a doji candle, that's a sign that like the bulls could be exhausted and there's a sign of a potential pullback. And when you pull back with bullish momentum through a supply zone, there's a chance for a large sell-off. Now, we're not quite there because if you see the volume at the bottom here, volume for the bulls is higher than volume for the bears. And then typically what happens in that case, we come down to retest the bottom of a supply zone before we kind of pop back up. Now, the ideal situation is for us to just sell through it, confirm below it, and then sell off. Okay, that's kind of what we would want to see if we're looking for the puts. Okay, so but as of right now, I don't see anything. It's not confirmed, and it's too dangerous right now just to hop into anything. Let's just take a look at Snap. Apple will not be a play today. Snap is still snapping. Okay, Snap is still snapping. What we got on the comments? Walmart. Denise, Walmart. I see you. Denise trying to hit that rollback. Netflix was looking interesting for me. 90. Okay, so Netflix. All right. Netflix could be a potential play. Right. I have a target of 91.40. Right. We failed to hold above it, and now we rejected, and we have a bearish imbalance. This is on the 1 minute, and I don't like that. So let's go to 5 minute. 15 minute, and all right. So look, essentially for Netflix, I'd be looking to short this, and then my stop loss would be right above 91.40, right? If it retakes 91.40, I'm just cutting a position. But as of right now, this is looking, let me check a couple more indicators real quick. It's looking bearish. Where's my 20 and 200 day? We're above, we're in between. All right, one thing we don't like to do. All right, we're at VWAP. All right, so if you guys are trading any of those things, you kind of know what's up. And there's a lot of selling going on right now today. Okay. So what I don't like to do, again, I'm playing my game today, y'all. If I don't take a trade, I don't take a trade. But we're trading in between 20 and 200 day. So I don't really like that. That just tells me that we're neutral. But from a level standpoint, we are below my level on a nice sell-off, but it's not necessarily confirmed. But I like the volume with it. So this tells me that we do have some some potential downside, and my target for Netflix is 88.21, and I think I'm gonna take an opportunity here. Okay, I think I'm gonna take an opportunity here. 1 second here, but I gotta be patient. Tesla broke. Shout out to Tesla. All right, so we love to see this. We love to see this. Now, Tesla is an expensive contract, y'all, and I would say I do like puts right now on Tesla, but my puts would be like at, let's see here. We need confirmation here, like a rejection, retest, rejection. If we have bullish momentum through this, then it's not really that strong. I'm gonna zoom out to the 15-minute real quick. Hold on, I was looking at Netflix. I still like Netflix though, but we're between this. So 1 second. Tesla's trading between the double distribution. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this, and let's see where we are in the 20 and 200. Okay, so we just fell below that, which is great. Good sign. Now we're trying to see. Okay, all right, Tesla's about to go fall like a rock. I'm going with the 420 Tesla put. Come on. I got a small account on this one, so y'all bear with me. Okay, I have to fund this one for 2026. All right, so this is, I'm in a Tesla put option right now, 417. Now, if this breaks with bullish momentum, I'm just gonna end the, I'm gonna stop myself out. Okay, that's just what I'm gonna do. But here's a couple things I like. One, I mean, this is the 1 minute, so grain of salt. But when you have the 20 and the 200-day EMA kind of like parallel with each other, and then you see a solid volume through one direction or the other, that typically is representative of the direction that the stock is probably going to go. So this is a pretty significant move that's about to happen, either up or down. So I just got to be ready to stop myself out in the case that it does not work out. So, but I'm in a Tesla put, and you guys can see the one I'm in right now. That is a 417.50. Now the ideal put would be like a 430. Okay, if 430 is an option for you, but I do have Tesla falling down to probably this volume area low of 423.16 if we can break through this the demand zones of 430.58. Now this could be the okie doke. This could be the okie doke, and I'll have to be ready just to call it and cancel it, and I'll be okay. This is the 45-second. Now on this 45-second, I'm paying attention to volume. We are pumping up, but the volume is not with it. So this is something that I am paying attention to. Wow. Again, this is a 45-second time frame. Ramesh, thank you for the heads up on the Tesla breaking. We just got to see if it's gonna fall through. I'm not in the Netflix play because I said that we were trading between a 20 and a 200 EMA, and my eyes were on, but I was not comfortable yet. Tesla gave me more of a confirmation. Now, people could say, I mean, this could be retracement. I guess you can do this two ways. You can look at it as like a Fibonacci and then run it to the top and see, okay, where's the golden pocket? It actually fell through the golden pocket of this run up. The golden pocket, bottom of it is 434. So that's another confirmation that we're going down. Okay. So Tesla down. Hey Queen, I'm sorry. Right now I'm trading. Like this is not a I mean when I'm done trading, I can look at Google, but I can't. This is live trading. This is not this isn't supposed to be like a class or anything like that. I don't even supposed to be talking really. I just try my best to narrate what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, but I can't jump around if I'm like in a process of actually trading. But I got you when we're done. That's this week's expiration, right? We're expiring this week. The date is whatever, Friday, my birthday. My birthday is Friday. Palantir. I'm still in Tesla, but I'm just moving over. Look, so Palantir, I want y'all to keep your eyes on this right now. And I can't put the trade in here, but essentially, if you can confirm above 181.62, then you're looking for calls. If you reject there and you confirm below, you're looking for puts for Palantir, y'all. We were up like 10% on Tesla already, just know. And right now, I'm looking to see if I can get an announcement out to the Discords with Palantir, because that's the one alert that's triggered. I need Tesla to come on down. I need it to sell off, but it might do me dirty. Palantir. Okay, I'm trying to send out a trade alert for the Discords for Palantir. All right. So with Tesla, just know my trade is not invalidated. So I'm in it until we break back into supply. And if it happens, it happens. It's an L, and I'll take it. But I'm looking at another screen right now. Broadcast. Cancel. Let's update this. Why does it say Snap? No, I'm not looking at Snap. I'm looking at Palantir. Here we go. Edit. There we go. Good. Hey, shout out to y'all in Tesla. There's a delay for sure, though, because that should be way up. All right. Some of you should have got the Palantir notification. I'm going to send a tag everybody for a Palantir play. That way, somebody that's not watching the live can have some skin in some game. The Palantir play will be a swing trade, just know. Right? So but y'all got to be patient with that one. So shout out to y'all, 11% on Tesla. We're approaching this area where it's like kind of like a level of demand. So be careful right here. Hold on, let me pull up my screen. I got too much going on. Shout out to you with the 6%. But yeah, I turned around real quick. I got too many screens and too many things going on. This is why when you live trade, like this is why I need to cut off everything. Because then like my focus is thinned out. But at the end of the day, it's about execution. This is why I don't trade big live trading anyway, because little things happen. But anyway, I'm still not invalidated. At the end of the day, the supply zone is here, but there is this like intraday demand zone off the open. So that's what this is. But we're falling within it, and we have a QVP that's telling us that the sellers are still here. Now we have a cluster of buyers right here, but we're chewing through it with our sellers, which we love to see. 15% on Tesla, but this bounce is happening. So This isn't a lesson, but if you know QVP, you kind of see what's going on, right? In 21 seconds, we gotta let this close out. I'm on the 45-second time frame. If I go to the 5 minute, this is not really a demand zone on the 5 minute, but this is. Hold up. But this is, which on the 5 minute, it looks like it's respecting this intraday demand zone as of right now. But intraday demand zones aren't as strong as a demand zone like this, which is like an hour plus, or a supply zone like this, hour plus. Okay, so those are grains of salt. Sellers are still stepping up. You guys can take your profits if you so choose. Right now, we're in a stalemate because we hit a intraday demand. But if supply and volume sellers keep kicking up, then this could be a complete flush, which is what I'm expecting. But I also want you to know this right here, this session, it is neutral. So we're approaching the bottom of the volume area low of the session. But if we break this, then it'll be a beautiful run all the way down to 428, yesterday's VAL, which we're breaking. But let's see here. It's not done. We got to break through the bottom of demand. Going to my 45-second, it respected it. Dang it. That cluster of buyers are just sitting here buying up whatever the sellers are selling. Essentially, if y'all have 15-20% on that, shout out to y'all. Shout out to you, Tony. Yeah, so no, you shouldn't have stayed. You're fine. You're fine. See, like, here's the thing. What is your goal, right? Like, what is your goal when you trade this? So for me, my mindset on this trade is a swing trade. Like, I have a swing trader's mindset that I'm day trading right now. So why am I thinking swing trade? I'm thinking swing trade because this right here, supply zone, is of a greater time frame. This right here, demand zone, is an intraday demand zone. So it can have weight for sure. And it can be respected. So, but I have to make a conscious decision before I enter the play. So my decision was either A, I'm going to play this and hold it until my play is invalidated for a swing trade, or B, I'm going to play this as a scalp or a intraday play. And if that was the case, then my stop loss would have been instantly as we approach this demand zone. That was not my intention. That's why I'm calling out your exits right now, like your potential exits, because you might, more than likely, everybody here is just trying to get a quick win, right? So that's why I called it out. That's why I'm drawing it out so you can see it and you can make that decision. You're in control of your own portfolio, but I want you to know how I'm thinking right now. And I could be wrong, and that's fine, right? That's 100% okay. But I'm accepting of what's happening right now. That 15%, I didn't take it. Why? Because it's not a part of my game plan from what I looked at right here. Now, we ran all the way up, and we're coming to retest supply. But we have 20-day crossing down in the 200-day here. But that's the 45 seconds. So let's go back to the 5 minute. So now, you look at this, and we got 8 minutes left on this, right? Let's go to 5 minute. We got 3 minutes left on this. But look at the volume. Yeah, we have this pump, but the volume isn't really there. We will see what happens. Now, for me to exit this play, I need to confirm above, like inside of supply. I need to see bullish momentum through supply. I don't see any of that right now. Now, I do see a QVP where buyers are absorbing what's being sold. However, we're still trading below the 20-day and the 200-day EMA. Again, 5 minute, whatever. But this isn't really that aggressive for buyers, right? I just see a lot of people that are willing to buy the discount, but I don't see anybody that's willing to buy the market. So if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, then you got to tune in to the next training. Well, a training session here or there. But as of right now, I just looked at it as retracement. And I could be wrong. Because look, you have a bullish move, right? You have buy side imbalances. So this is looking pretty bullish, like from a candlestick situation and on a lower time frame. On a higher time frame, it just looks like chop for me. It just looks like the okie dokes. That's what it looks like to me. So I'm chilling. But I got too much on my screen, so I'm going to get rid of this. And actually, I need this because I actually might, if we fall through, I might trade it to here. I'm going to put that white, paint it white. Okay. But I just like to look at the 45 second because sometimes I like seeing the noise, and that's just me. But look, the 20 days cross, and this again, bring this up, 45 second time frame. Let's go to like the 65 minute. Looks like doesn't look like the bulls are in charge necessarily on these, right? It looks like what do you call it? Like a bear flag. So it looks like a continuation to the downside, but again, time will tell. If you're looking at VWAP, we're below the first deviation and approaching, in between the first and second deviation of the VWAP. That's still bearish. Hold on, is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's like even amount of buyers and sellers. So again, for one, like I said, I'm treating it like a swing trade. We are in a technical downtrend. Well, from this move here. Now, I know this is all chicken scratch, so I'm gonna have to clean up my chart. But this was like a bull flag, right? Like we came and then we busted out of this channel, and now we fell back in this channel. I don't know if you can see this on my screen, but this red ascending line of previous resistance, we just fell back through it, right? We just fell back through that, right? Which with force. So we very well could be headed back down to this descending line of support, which happens to be a previous level of supply. So, will Tesla fall to 367 or 378? Hold on, 376 or 367? I don't know, maybe. I'll tell you one thing. If this does not like pump through this supply zone, I'm probably just holding this overnight. It didn't really cost me much, which is like $128. This is a neutral position. So as of right now, we're just kind of trading sideways. And I can just do the volume profile from here to here. So if you do that, we're weighted. We're actually hit a PLC, which was near this demand zone that we found intraday. So all right, so this could be deaded, but we'll see. Should have stayed. No, so I already addressed that. RTY futures trade at the same time, so I locked in early. Shout out to you. PLTR has been rejected for the most part, but you need confirmation. So this candle right here is kind of important on the 5 minute. I would be looking more on the 15 minute for confirmations though if you want to swing trade PLTR. Okay, I'm gonna reactivate this alert. Netflix is about to sell off. Everybody, I would be looking at Netflix puts, but your stop loss needs to be 91.40. And I got too much going on. I'm about to miss an opportunity. If let's see, can I do this? All right. I'm looking at Netflix right now. I miss entry. But I got Netflix going at 88.21. So I'm going to be looking at Netflix puts, and I'd be looking for 116 expiration with an $89 strike price. Probably, nope, not that one. I'd be looking at the $90. The volume was trash. Well, yeah, I'll be looking at the $90 strike price on Netflix. And I'm going to enter that position. And then my stop loss, hard stop, is going to be at 91.46. Just so y'all know. All right, back to Tesla. All right, so it's a choppy market. I'm here. I can't stay here much longer, y'all. But here's my birthday is the 9th. Your boy's turning 39. I'm the last of my friends to hit 40, so I got another year. All my friends old heads. Nah. Yep, your boy's birthday, January 9th. Yep. All right. All right, so I'm going to give y'all what I see. So when I get off, y'all just know how to play your positions. Again, like I said, I'm in this Netflix play. I called it out. I told you the strike price. And I told you the stop loss. I told you the target. Okay, so you guys have all that. I'm a little far away from my entry, but in reality, you would want this candlestick to close. Now, if you miss and you're worried, then I would say be patient and wait for this to be hit, right? So this is your new supply zone. So you can wait for retracement to see if we retest right here in 90.94. And if we come back here, we reject, then that'll be a nice area of interest. Now, to time it right, you'll be looking for volume to slow towards as it approaches this level, if it does retrace back. And then if you start to see volume to slow down there, then that might be a good sign to enter. Either which way, it's a solid entry point because your risk is very low, because your risk is only like a couple cent, right? You know, it's from here to here, so not a big deal. Palantir still doing the same, but it's a hammer at the top of a trend, and we don't have any volume. So Palantir could be selling off, but there's still buyers here. But the sellers are waking up. That's all I can say. The sellers are waking up. Yeah, this is going to be a hard level to break for Palantir. Netflix is doing its thing. Tesla, it's a swing trade. My mindset says swing trade. Thank you for the birthday wishes. What's up, Queen Lisa? I see you. Hey, what up, Adam? Happy birthday, Adam. Shout out to Adam. Hey, it's your birthday today, so I'm excited about your birthday. All right? I'm excited about your birthday. Everybody shout out to Adam for his birthday. All right, hold up. I see a comment, and then Netflix printing. There we go. Tesla printing. Let's hold on. My screen is not up, is it? Hold up. So with the Tesla, because of how far out of the money it is, it's not as, I know Netflix. Oh yeah, but every retracement on Tesla is gonna eat away. The theta is gonna eat a little bit. But anyway, let me read the comments. Tony Love, I appreciate that. Hey, we got Capricorns in the building. You can't tell us nothing. I see you, Tony. Adam, Tony. Yeah, birthday guys. Let's get it. Thanks, funds. I appreciate it, big dog. Thanks for doing a live trade for us. I asked you yesterday about selecting option dates. How do you know what date to choose, or do you always go with? No, I don't always go with zero DTEs. You can only do zero DTEs, Chris, on ETFs. So it depends. Like for me, if I'm swing trading, like I'm a risk taker, right? So like at the end of the day, if it's a Monday or a Tuesday and we're at like a key level for me, then I'm likely to take a current week's DTE Friday, right? If it's one that I know kind of needs some space or some time, then I'll grab the next week. So like Netflix, for example, I have a DTE for next week, right? Because I could have did Friday and I probably would be way up right now because of it, but I just want to give myself the grace of space. As far as how I select the strikes or whatever, that's all aligned with my targets. So whatever my take profit targets are, it kind of like lines up with what I'm choosing for a contract selection for a strike price. Never mind. Happy birthday, man. Sorry for the re-ask. What do you think of Google puts right now? Never mind printing. I love it. I'm happy you're printing. Netflix falling down. Palantir got rejected. MNQ is what I'm trading, like copy trading right now. We're in supply zone, but we're still kind of bullish until we actually fall out of this. Damn, I got stopped in 10 minutes ago. It's okay, Evan. It's all good. Hey, Miss Philly, I appreciate it. Hey, we got a lot of January birthdays. You know what that means, right? That means our parents were bored and had nothing to do in the wintertime. That's what that means. That's that winter consummation activities, All right, so shout out to y'all if y'all printing with Netflix. As far as the Tesla thing goes, like I said, I'm in this play until I'm invalidated, and it could happen, but I don't know. I'm just, what I see is what I see. So look, when I zoom out on Tesla, and it's just a 15-minute, but let's say I'll take it from here, right? Well, all right, so we lost steam. Okay, so we lost steam here. So price was going down, and as price was going down, volume was going down. So this was a sign of a potential reversal, or that sellers were exhausted. So we got that signal, right? So now we're here and we're going up, and technically, this was going up here, and then we hit here. So as of right now, we're not out of the woods as far as like bears taking back over yet for Tesla, but we like to see a decrease in bullish volume, and we're not quite there. I mean, this is a morning open, so that's why this is here. If this open wasn't here, then we're kind of here right now. We're flat, which makes sense, right? Because we're in a neutral kind of pattern. As you can see, we're in a neutral pattern. So again, I don't make decisions based off volume profile necessarily, but at the same time, like, it is a good quick, easy look if you're trying to figure out what's going on with the stock or whatever. So I might end up clearing this chart up, to be honest. Netflix, let's go. We be watching Netflix, and we ain't got no cable. Happy birthday, blessing. Okay, y'all, I've been here too long. 1 second. Let me check my other account. See, it's so trash. So when you go with a further out contract, like your gains aren't as strong. Like that Netflix play. Like if I grabbed a contract that was like that expired this week, like on my birthday, then that probably would be like a 20% run right now. But I didn't do that. And so with that being said, your boy has to get going. Let me see here. How does Tesla look? One more time. And I want y'all to know, like, typically me and Tesla, like, I rarely miss with Tesla. Like, rarely. But this time, I don't know. It's slow, right? It's slow. There's no confirmation. I mean, we have the confirmation that's forming, being rejected out of the supply zone. So as long as this holds, like, I'm pretty confident, right? As long as this holds, but I can't ignore that we're seeing higher lows, right? And this is the 30-minute higher lows. We have a demand zone established on the 30-minute right here that was reacted to and respected, it seems like. So we have a buy side imbalances, several, right? So there are signs that we could push up, and then this was just an okie doke candle. But so this is a little premature, but at the end of the day, this supply zone is from, like, I think, let's see. There's all of these lines. It's because of Tesla's crazy. All right, let me clean this up. That's not even a great supply zone. If that's what I was aiming for, that can't be what I was aiming for. Give me a minute before I hop on the road and do something. Okay, so this is it's so much chop. But look, I want y'all to see, I guess, here's the drawn supply zone, right? It's really not the strongest zone in the world. This is a passive zone more than an active zone. So passive zones means that there's typically chop around that area, and you want to wait for the price to clearly close below or above before you enter a trade. So like this is a 1 hour, right? And then notice how we break and then we come crashing down, right? How we break up and then come crashing down, right? So, but you see a lot of chop in between, right? There's a lot of wicking. There's a lot of okie doking, like they okie doking people, right? So you got to be careful with this. I forgot to tag this for myself as a P, because that lets me know, that lets me know to be patient. So, hold on 1 second. So when I see this, I'll go ahead and I'll put a P on here. And if I don't have like a P or an A on here, then my brain really doesn't know. Like my brain registers it as just a supply zone and I should just play it, right? But if I have a P here or an A there, then I kind of know to either be patient, not to get psyched out of my position, whatever. So like this P right here, like this told me, like the P wasn't there, but I was pretty sure. But it told me that this breakout wasn't necessarily a sure thing, right? Because this has happened before in this area, chop, right? So we can't really react until we have confirmation. Netflix still doing this thing. Okay. All right. I gotta go in SoFi. Let's go here. SoFi. All right, look, y'all. Straight up and down. For SoFi, again, we're looking to break. Like, we're looking, and this is looking bearish. But I have SoFi going all the way down to 1979, just so y'all know. Will it happen? I don't know. But I have it selling off because earnings is the 28th. And I just have a feeling that it's going to scare a lot of people out of positions, and it's just going to flush. But I could be wrong. YOLO. All right. And then SPY. And then I got to go. Let's take a look at SPY. So SPY is still choppy too. We failed to break 192. 192.06. As you can see, there's a lot of chop there. So market is sideways, right? We're chopped up, chopped and screwed. And I have the skin in the game that I'm willing to lose right now. Nothing more than that. All right. Hey, shout out to you, Tony. Yeah, pretty much. Look, like, this can be what Tony just said. Like, this can be rinsed and repeated. So essentially, every time, this is a supply zone. This is like a wall, right? So every time we approach it, if you start to see volume lower, right? Lower as we approach that level, and then like a wick, then there's a stronger chance for you to just hop into some shorts with a 5 to 10% stop loss, right? It's very minimum, right? But this is your potential, your ideal entry for puts would be this rejection. Now, the only problem with this is that, like, think about a SWAT team that keeps knocking at the door. Like, either two things happen. Either they shoulders get tired, or eventually, they break through. So we don't like it when price is hugging supply. We want it to get away from supply eventually. We do see the 20-day, the 200-day, and the 50-day. All that's kind of flaring down. Good signs for puts. This is a 1 minute though, so grain of salt. We do see the session having a lot more. I mean, we're neutral overall, but we do have sellers showing up here. We have the QVP is showing more of a neutral stance. However, let's see here. 340, 49, 20. So it's neutral. Yep. It's neutral on the QVP too. However, you're starting to see this right here, an aggressive amount, well, not aggressive, but buyers are buying the discounts. So, all right. So, VWAP, if you're into that thing, sort of thing, VWAP is pretty much sideways. It's flat. It's all the way up here. And one thing I've noticed with VWAP is once it starts to flatten out, the VWAP right here, man, where is it? Hold up. Where's VWAP? Did I get rid of it? Oh, yeah. So one thing I noticed is if VWAP starts to flatten out after like a trend or whatever, it typically means that we're going to come back and retest it, right? Which would be not good for us, right? So VWAP was down a little bit, but then it starts to flatten out. And then now price has hit the second deviation of VWAP and is bouncing up. And now it's above our first deviation, which tells you that it could have a clean route right to VWAP of 442 if you're a VWAP trader. So yeah, that is not good for us. I just noticed that it was flat. So this could be a no-go. But y'all have the business. So again, remember, this is a passive supply zone. It's not active. So anything in it is chopped. Nothing's confirmed until it's confirmed below or above. right? And I would look for confirmations for these on the 15-minute time frame for a swing trade. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Make sure I'm good. Let's see. Do I have? All right, y'all. I gotta go. I will catch y'all in the next one. All right. And take care. I gotta get going. I gotta get on the road. Happy birthday to everybody. And I'll see y'all in the next one. How do I get rid of this?